You control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now they try the right side here. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They run. This is Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Throwing, Hundley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Hundley. And this one is incomplete.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable. And oftentimes, offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense, plan for the short pass, and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And Miller with it over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago! Zach Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz. Made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be third and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. With it is Jackson. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try again with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This is Cohen. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trubisky. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
31 yards there and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Now let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Detroit!
On first down, Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
On second down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They go back to Abdullah on first. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And on 2nd and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Blair. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go!
On first down, Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. Throwing, Hundley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Hundley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Try the right side with Abdullah. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.